So there seems to be like, I don't know what it is, but there seems to be a bit of, we sit in the face-off. There was a sort of bit of, not aggression between you two, but it was a fierce sort of face-off. Is there any like reason for that? Is there any reason you dislike this guy?
No, I'd say there's any reason I dislike this guy. I've kind of watched and seen what he's about. His persona, his personality isn't something that really bothers me or kind of takes me off, off my pedestal of what I'm supposed to be doing. But at the same time, like I said, we're here to do a job. I've been training, thinking, mentally been preparing for this guy. So understand that, sportsmanship, and it is what it is. But I'm not going to shake his hand until the fight's done.
You're in this stacked welterweight division. It's a term that's thrown around commonly for this division. But do you feel a win here just picks up some momentum for you, like to go 3 in a row, all of a sudden boost you, like maybe in the rankings?
Yeah, 100%. This for me is one of the fights. This guy is on a 12-fight win streak. So for anyone on the outside looking in, it's incredible. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy as the first one to beat him in the UFC. I'm saying that now. Static fashion, we're going to take him out and move on to strength. There's better people out there for me to fight. That, like I say, styles make fights. And Claudio's the first one that we need to get out, erase him from this, and then move on, get someone else. With the UFC, top 10, top 15. There's some fights stylistically that are gonna, they're gonna really, really entertain, and they're gonna make a mark, and they're gonna put my name up there where I belong with the rest of the people.
Do you think it's a case of, for him, he hasn't really had that many fights at the UFC, whereas you've been here, you've done it, UFC 204, you fought on the big cards. Do you think that's going to work in your favour on the night?
Yes, and he's an experienced guy. So regardless of the fact he's had injuries and he's had time off and stuff like that, he's had years in the game. So he knows how to be around the sort of that atmosphere and that. But one thing that I will say is kind of like you can't buy that cage time, and that's something that you need to have consistency with. And I feel that, it makes it easier for me to be able to open up holes in his game to be able to exploit them during the fight.
I was looking through the record and there seems to be one guy you both fought twice in Sean Lomas. You both fought each. How was that sort of worked out? Obviously you fought on the British scene coming through. But
yeah, it's a bit of a mad one. For me with Sean Lomas, I think I had him the second time in some crazy tournament that was matched up, and if I was honest with who he is and his record, I didn't want that on my record, you know what I mean? It's probably one of them, but yeah, he's a tough customer. I've been through and broke down his record, and there's a couple of people on there that I don't think that are that great. I fought earlier on in my career, really early in my career. You might have fought him a little bit later, and for me it's about the caliber, getting tested, and I've been tried and tested. This guy's now got to try and test me again, and I've already been through it. I've got that badge to show, and I think he's gonna be in for some work on Saturday night.
And just finally, what's your prediction for Saturday night?
It's gonna be a finish, boy. It's gonna be a finish. There's no way this is gonna go to the end. We're gonna be clinical about it. We're gonna wait for the right time, and any which way, whether it's on the floor, ground and pound, whether you stand up, I'm gonna punch this guy in the face and punch a hole through his head. So I'm predicting a finish.